Hello, everyone. So, I actually know a super spy who works for the Department of Homeland Security. I can't give his actual full name. I'm just going to call him Louis throughout these videos. And he made a suggestion after watching my YouTube videos, and that is that I should do an iMovie tutorial just on the skills, if you will, of how to do basic video editing. Now, these tutorials, they're just designed for the basic person who's been voluntold, so to speak, that you're going to have to give a video or media presentation of some sort, and you're starting from square one. You don't know what you're doing or anything like that. Now, let me tell you what these tutorials are not. These tutorials are not for people who are, let us say, expert level editors or anything like that. If you've been doing this a couple years, been vlogging and everything like that, this doesn't really apply to you. This is just for the beginners. So let's dig in and let's have some fun. So first up, we have this footage taken by a schlubby prick who clearly does not know what he's doing. Watch this. Is this thing on? I think it's on. Yeah, I see the counter. It's on. Hello, I am standing in front of the local landmark, the Ypsilanti water tower. I dropped it. Is it still? Oh, it's still going. Okay, so the Ypsilanti water tower is also known as the brick dick because of its phallic shape. See right there? Now what button do I press to turn this off? Somebody get my nephew. Dominic! Oh, yeah. There's a lot that's cringeworthy there. This person makes sort of three classic mistakes that they're going to have to deal with if they're editing this video. One, we've all seen this moment if we keep up with a vlog or anything like that. Is it on? Is the camera on? Fairly common mistake. The person drops it, and then the person forgets, what button do I press to turn it off? You see those a lot, and those are mistakes that, honestly, you will make a lot. Now, here's how we're going to fix them. First place that we're going to start is within iMovies, and we're going to import that horrible footage you just saw. Alright, give me a second to locate it here. It's going to be under the download section, and it's going to just be phone footage example. I'm going to import it. I'm going to drag it down so it's in my timeline right here. Okay. So, the main thing we're going to be looking at here when we edit, believe it or not, is we're going to be looking at our sound. We're not really going to pay that much attention to the actual footage. We're going to more so go by what we hear. Now, I'm going to expand this, and we're going to start play. Is this thing on? I think it's on. Yeah, I see the counter. It's on. Okay, so all of this we really want to eliminate. By the way, this is where we're starting from in the timer. This line here, this is just showing where my mouse is. So when we come down here, we're going to just expand this a little bit to make it easier for you to spot. You see where these waves peak and whatnot. Actually, I might just say this is fine here. So we don't want what came before this. Now there are a couple of things that we can actually do here. We actually have 4 options. One option is just take our mouse over here and, believe it or not, double click and drag. Sorry about that. This is what we want. Double click and drag here. And this brings us to where we are and where we want to start from. Not an option you use very much, but notice how it didn't delete anything. Okay, now there's another thing we can do, which is we can actually just do split clip, and we can delete the first part of that. However, I'm going to hit edit and undo. Those are 2 images right there. And then I'm going to hit undo split clip here. edit, undo split, and now it's all one file again. Okay, so it's all one file now, and we have two other options yet before us. One option is kind of a weird one, and that is to just hold down the button R and sort of do a double mouse click here where you have two fingers on the pad. I'm sorry, just one finger on the pad, and drag. And whatever's highlighted there, you could just hit delete, and that would be that. However, that's the most cumbersome one in my opinion. What you probably want to do is you probably just want to put two fingers, pressure on the mouse pad, and then hit trim to playhead. This is a very useful feature that will actually trim to either the end or the beginning of your file. Now, when you get to sort of the midway point, using trim to playhead can be very tricky. But nevertheless, it's going to work for us. Now, the second part is the disastrous drop that's made here. As you can see, it starts right here. And so we're going to actually scroll down, and we're going to see where it ends here. Okay, so let me just play this part.
I dropped it. Is it still... Oh, it's still going.
Okay, so this is where I'm going to maybe use the split clip.
Water tower. Tower.
Okay, so we're going to choose this as our split clip area. And we're just going to delete this. Now let's push our now playing back here. Okay.
Water tower. Okay, so the Ypsilanti water tower is also known as the brick dick because of its phallic shape. See right there? Now what button do I press?
And we'll just trim to playhead.
Hello, I am standing in front of the local landmark, the Ypsilanti water tower. Okay, so the Ypsilanti water tower is also known as the brick dick because of its phallic shape. See right there?
So, more or less we have a perfect clip. Now all we're going to do is really hit control, we got to hit Command A. And notice when I hit Command A, every segment, we only really have two, is going to be highlighted. You need to do this, or when you go to do an export, you'll just export the file as it was before it was edited. So we're going to go down to Share, and we're going to we go to File, we go to Share, then we go to File again. Okay, you can really do anything you want from here. Of course, I know my settings, and what I'm going to go to is I don't want faster, I want better quality. And then I'm going to hit Next. And I'm just going to go for Finished Film. Right here. And I'm going to save it to my desktop. That's very common for me because it's right there, and I just upload to YouTube. I barely save anything because of storage. And so I just log into my YouTube and upload from my desktop. So I'm going to hit save. And that's pretty much the end of this tutorial. Thank you.